today's focus is expressing 48 as a product of prime factors. So before we begin, let's understand what that means. That means that we're going to multiply some factors of 48, and when we multiply those factors together, they must make 48, but those factors must be prime numbers. Now, what is a prime number? Now, prime number is a number that has two factors, one in itself. Most composite numbers, that is numbers that have more than two factors, for example, 10, 1 times 10, 2 times 5, you can clearly see that 10 has four factors. 10 can be expressed as a product of its prime, and that's 2 times 5. So today we're going to express 48 as a product of its prime factors two ways. We're going to use the most common method, which is the prime factor tree, and most students will be taught this in school. And the next method, which we call the decomposition method. Okay, so let's begin. So we write 48. We write some branches from 48. Since 48 is an even number, and we know that the only even prime number is 2, we can start with doing 2 times 24. We then draw some branches from 24. Again, 24 is an even number, so we use 2. Write 12 on the branch because 2 times 12 is 24. We then draw a branch from 12. Again, 12 is an even number, so you write 2 times 6. We then draw another branch from 6, since 6 is an even number and it's not a prime number. We go on 2 times 3. Now we stop at 3 because if you notice, 2 and 3, both these numbers are prime numbers, so we can't go on any further. Now there are 3 mistakes that students make. Now it says to express 48 as a product of its prime factors. That means that we have to write down 48, and we must write 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. The common mistake that students make is that they leave it on the branch. They don't write down this. Another common mistake is that students tend to write down 48, 2 times 2 times 2 times 6. So they would stop at this point here. They don't recognize that 6 is not a prime number. And then the final mistake that students make is that they tend to do like this. They try to break down 3 into 1 and 3. So those are the 3 mistakes that students make. Now let's move on to the next method, decomposition method. And we write down 48. And we start by doing 2 times 24. So we don't use the branches. We just do a systematic method where we break down the 24 into 2 and 12. We then write back the 2, the times, the 2, the times. And we break down 12 into 2 times 6. We write down 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And we have our answer here. I like this method because, unlike the method before, you have your answer straight away. You don't make the mistake of not writing it down as a product. And if you do it right, you can eliminate those mistakes from method 1. Now, what I say to students is to use the method that you feel comfortable with. but you should always learn as many methods as possible. Okay, so I think we'll finish here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.